You guys are retarded. You are a retard. Everybody here is a retard. These people are vaccinated retards. These people are vaccinated retards. These people are vaccinated retards. Anybody that believes these people is a vaccinated retard.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for choosing to hang out with your host, the Conservative Bird, and me, Double D. And you're on the Brick Road Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. We really appreciate you guys stopping by and hanging out. Also, beforehand, please make sure to hit the like, hit the share, hit the subscribe, smash the notification. It's a quick, easy, and free way to help this channel grow as big as possible. So, Double D, these people are at it again. They are at it
No
again.
Kings.
They had another No Kings rally. I believe this is like the 50th one or something that they've had. I'm trying to figure out who they're protesting. I'm still extremely confused by it. I don't know what's going on because there's only one king, and that's Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and then, of course, we do have some monarchies left over in Europe, but that has nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe they're protesting King Charles. I don't know.
Yeah,
no, all kidding aside, we know who they're protesting, but it's still a joke as far as I'm concerned.
It's so funny how they can say a No Kings rally, but these people are literal communists, and communism has to do with a person dictatorship running things for a consistent basis, kind of like how Putin's doing right now. He's been in power forever.
Pretty much. And communism, basically, the state is their king, basically. Right. The state and the country and the government. It's all hail to the government in communism and socialism. Yep. They basically want communism and the government to control all industry, all businesses, all agriculture, all housing, all markets, pretty much everything. And you know what? They've been trying it since the Bolshevik Revolution, and nothing has succeeded. I'll be honest, dude, Russia really isn't communist anymore. If anything, they're closer to socialism than they are to communism.
Right.
And that's the truth.
Right. So for me, them protesting a No Kings, it really doesn't make sense because we know they're protesting Donald Trump. Everybody knows this.
Oh, absolutely. Of course.
He was president and lost in 2020 and didn't stay president, right? He already left once. No king. He's not a king. And he even mocks them on social media saying, wow, I'm glad we don't have any kings. I'm still your president, though.
Yeah, well, you know what? The one thing that has been successful about the No Kings rallies is we still have no kings. So, bravo. I think they got that one right, I guess. We don't have any kings. That's about the only thing these idiots have been able to do is prove that there are no kings.
Well,
that's it.
You know what? We are going to be talking about one king today, actually, in this. And he is the king of the trolls. That's what he is.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Alex is definitely the king of the trolls.
He's the number one liberal rage baiter. I'll put him up there. Him and Gavin McInnes are like the top two rage baitings of liberals, right? He really, really knows how to push people's buttons, and he calls out the rhinos, right? So
yeah, he does, man.
He's like
Absolutely.
An ultimate troll. And here we have some great footage of him at the No Kings rally in Dallas, Texas.
Before you start that, I just want to say one of the best things about Alex Stein is not only is he a political commentator, but he's also a comedian. So he's able to take all this hilariousness going on with the liberals and the left right now and really just turn it into one big SNL skit.
Yep.
And with all that, you can go ahead and let that clip roll, Bird.
Oh!
Hey, look, the protest isn't moving. Where's it going? Why is it not moving? What happened to the
geriatric mafia is
David, why aren't they marching? I don't them the people on the blimp. We got to
Dude, I thought he deported himself to the UK or some shit. Or was that his brother? The Kresenstein guy. Wasn't that David Kresenstein he was talking to?
I'm pretty sure it is, yeah.
Maybe it was his brother.
They look a lot alike.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
She looks extremely unhinged.
Look at this guy. What is
She
that?
does.
Look at that. So you're doing a Nazi salute? We're having your teeth.
What happened to your teeth?
Don't touch me. Don't touch me. No, hey. I'm the pussy. That's why I'm the one who shut this thing down.
That's right.
Your mustache is a pedophile.
It does look like a PDF with that stash, though.
That's great.
You can't grow a mustache.
So is this what these people are protesting, that Alex Stein can't grow a mustache?
I think so, because I don't know what else that they're not saying anything else other than, F you and he can't grow a mustache. And, and of course, the black dude giving the Nazi salutes. No surprise there. You know what I mean? It's just, dude, I don't, has the world just turned over and flipped upside down? I don't understand it. Where is all the crazy coming from?
Yep.
See, this is what happens when you have 8 billion people on the planet. You know what? COVID didn't work. It didn't do its job. It really didn't. It was supposed to take care of this overpopulation problem, but it just didn't work. So, maybe Bill Gates needs to try again.
This guy keeps on hitting me. I know, but this guy keeps on hitting me. Dude,
Who cares?
I can't even move because these guys keep hitting me. No, that Mexican dude keeps hitting me.
Because he's ugly.
I love how Alex Stein is just out here freely trolling these people, having the time of his life, and they're getting so extremely triggered that they don't know how to handle themselves. It's
Dude, they were triggered before they got there. They were triggered before they got there, Bird. Those people are nuts, man.
It's so funny.
We have the largest psychological psychosis problem going on in human history right now, and it's all on the left. And some rhinos, too. We got some nutty rhinos. We're not going to talk about Rand Paul today, but he knows who he is and what he is.
Yeah.
But, dude, it's just crazy on the loose, bro.
Yeah.
And here it's on display.
Yeah. It's really on display. I love how he has a President Kamala Harris sweater on.
I know, I love it.
Good, thank you. That's what I like to hear. What happened to your team?
Wow.
Oh, this guy
and
ain't
listen,
got no. Is that a guy or a girl?
I don't know. I'm
What is it?
gonna say this, Double D. The last 5 people that super interacted with them like this, and then the chick before, looking in their eyes, they all look like they're extremely deranged.
Oh, dude, there's no question about it. You don't need a psychotherapist to figure out these people are fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
They all got their dick in the peanut jar because they're fucking nuts.
Do you have any tea? Dude, what happened to your tea?
He almost lost his balance there.
Dude, now we got the cops doing something. I love how you're listening to children who's a bigger pedophile. I guess maybe you think that, but I'm just having a good time.
He is. He's not lying. He's not lying. He's literally out there just having a good time, triggering the shit out of these people, and they can't handle it.
And look at the purple mummy over here. Where'd he go? The purple mummy. Did you see him?
Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
You didn't catch that? The dude's got the purple. He's got the purple security.
Oh yeah, that
whatever.
Yeah. Yep.
What is he on display? That must be the gay security patrol.
Damn.
Just that nasty.
I don't have a right to protest. I think I have a right. Hey, this guy's. You like this? Yeah. God bless America. God bless
Oh, yeah.
Donald Trump. No, why don't they like the big booty Latinas? We love big booty Latinas.
On the embassy for all big booty Latinos.
Oh, someone just hit him. Look, there's the crazy lady again. She found him again. She found him again. Look at those eyes. Dude, she looks psychotic.
Nutty as fuck, dude. Dude, she looks loonier than a goddamn tune, brother. Look at her. She's freaking crazy. It's always in the eyes, Bert. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah.
The crazy's always in their eyes, man. They can't hide that shit.
Nope.
You could put a mask and sunglasses over her crazy ass. It'll shine through a welding mask.
Yep.
We're leading the protest. It's a pro-American protest. Your dog is the one who's talking. We love this country. Enrique, we're running the show.
Look at Enrique.
Enrique Rotario. He's a hero. That's a true American right there.
You might get deported. We're going to deport you.
I love that Enrique got to have a little cameo in the video. It's great.
That was awesome, man. I'm glad Dude, Enrique's the man, dude. And we need to be behind him and sticking up with him and sticking up for him. Enrique's a true American, man.
Yep.
Your ass. Look at the cops right there. You guys see the cops? Look at them.
Yeah, they're doing box formation and we're not allowed to leave.
What does that even mean? Box
They said we can't go forward.
No protest now, baby. Protest 99 Alex. Stop. Protest. You got the cops doing some box formation. I don't even know what that is, but this is interesting. We're going to play by play.
Out of here.
Okay.
Oh, wow. All right.
You're welcome for ruining your protest. You're welcome.
My hard work, it was so great. It was so
Why is he crying?
Dude, just 'cause you're gay.
Is that dude crying?
No, he's mocking him.
No, I know, but he looked like he's ready to go. But look at him, dude. He looks like he's going to break down in tears. What a mode.
Definitely look like a pedophile.
You definitely do. At least you admit it.
You definitely do, brother. You definitely do look like one.
Look at these idiots, though. They wave the flag upside down like they're making a stance or something. Like, dude, just fucking leave the country if you don't like it.
I wish he would leave the country. I can't believe this little fucker's still here. They hate the country so much. Why the hell they want to be here for? I think they just want to be here to protest. That's all it is.
Yeah.
They're only here just so they can protest.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I'm
I
calling
thought
you
you
a
were pro-gay. I
pedophile.
thought you were pro-gay. Are you
Doesn't matter what I
anti-gay?
am.
Are you
Doesn't matter what I am.
Are you
Doesn't matter what I am.
Oh, well,
Doesn't matter what I
I
am.
thought you support
No,
gay
it
people.
doesn't. We're not fucking matter.
Are you Muslim? Yeah, I thought you support.
It's hilarious.
I know we're slowing it down. We're shutting it down. This is
Slowing it down and shutting it
The
down.
cops are leading this march now.
I'm back, Mr. Turk.
Look at the cops. Cops are getting a little chipper.
Yeah, they do seem to be getting a little upset.
It's like out of a movie or something. You know what I mean?
Fuck you.
We'll put that in there. We got the Trump flag. We
Yeah.
love that.
Oh, look at that. Trump
That's great.
2028. That was awesome, dude. That shit was hilarious, Bert.
That is great.
These
So,
people,
we got a little bit more. I want to show you just a little bit more, Double D, because this is actually funny.
okay, let's do it.
You
I
guys are
can never get
retarded.
enough of this
You
time.
are a retard. Everybody here is a retard. These people are vaccinated retards. These people are vaccinated retards. These people are vaccinated retards. Anybody that believes these people is a vaccinated
It's fucking
retard.
hilarious, man. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
I'm the pimp on a blend. This guy's a vaccinated. Look at these
Not a
libtards
blend.
here. Every single one of them is retarded and vaccinated. Now
Oh
look
my
at these little
God.
girls with their guns.
This shit's hilarious,
Look at these
bro.
little girls with their guns. Oh, you guys are so
You
scary
with
with
your
your
guns
guns
and
and
your
your gay
gay
pride
rights.
flags. Bunch of homos with guns here.
That's
Look
right.
at these guys. Look at these homos with guns. I'm so scared. I'm
Holy
so
shit.
scared.
Holy shit.
I'm so scared.
Holy shit.
We run this. We
Holy
run this
shit.
thing. Everybody here is an idiot. They don't even know what they're protesting. You guys are the one that loves freaking children. You guys are the pedophiles. Look at this. We're just shutting this thing down. Prime Time 99, Pimp on a Blimp. With Enrique Tario, we're not scared. Why would we be scared of a bunch of vaccinated retards? Look at
He knows how to push these libtards buttons.
He does, dude.
1000%.
I'm glad he's doing it, man. Because first of all, it makes great TV and it's hilarious. Second of all, we probably will have to block out half the words from this episode because it's on YouTube, obviously. But man, that shit is, dude. He's hilarious, man. It's wow. I don't think I'm laughing so hard. I almost wet myself, dude.
That's so funny.
this. What? What'd you say?
What'd you
We
say?
got a bunch of vaccinated retards. Everybody here is a vaccine-injured idiot. Look, I can't even do this. They're pregnant. I can't even drive. What do you guys want to say? That now we're having fun. Now the party's getting started.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're here. We're having fun, guys. What? What? Now we're having fun. What was the party? What did you say? What? What's he saying? I think that guy's autistic. There's a lot of autistic people here. I think they're actually not even autistic. They're like actually retarded. What? I know. Now they can't even go. Look, we got him held up. We got him totally held up.
Oh, this is great. So,
Dude, he basically blocked him off, bro. Like, totally. That was great, dude. He really is the GOAT and the king of all trolls. You are absolutely right about that, Bird.
So-
I don't think there's anybody better when it comes to going on the street and humiliating libtards.
no, it's great. So, on the other side of the country, because that was in Dallas, Texas, on
Yeah, that
the
was
other
pretty
side of the
funny.
country in New York, we got them actually chanting a little bit of a different tune. And
Yeah.
I think right here, they're going to tell us exactly why.
Yeah, I believe this is
New
from
York
the Daily
also
Mail.
saw counter-protests across the city, with some participants defending the president by saying he's not a king and claiming their presence was their constitutional right, according to Fox Digital. I'm here to show them that, first of all, the United States, the last time I checked, we don't have kings. That's the United Kingdom, Trump supporter Ronan told the outlet.
Right.
More
Ain't
than
no lie.
3,300
Not a
rallies erupted across all 50
Damn.
states on Saturday morning, with organizers expecting the turnout to break records as the single largest nonviolent day of action in U.S. history.
Well,
Organizers told BBC, Trump wants to rule over us as a tyrant.
that's not true.
But this is America, and power belongs to the people, not to wannabe kings or their billionaire cronies. One protester, who claimed the Trump administration is destroying our country, told Fox that the president can't bomb his way out of the Epstein files. The nationwide protests are being funded by around 500 communist and
Okay.
socialist groups, bringing in an
And
estimated
that's where
$3
it is
billion
right there,
a
George
year,
Soros.
Fox News Digital revealed on Saturday.
and,
England
And that's
and that's it.
N3
That's it
yeah,
right there.
that's
And
that's
we
it
have
right there.
we have proof of it right here, Double D. That's exactly what's going on. At least in New York City, we know that that's going
absolutely.
on.
Dude, it's going on. It's going on everywhere. Before you run that, let me tell you something. We drove by the No Kings protests in Lakewood and the No Kings protests downtown. And you know, the one in Lakewood was from 10 to noon, and the other one was from 1 to 3. And I swear to God, Bert, it was the same exact license plates and the same exact people. It was like they had an hour to commute down there, dude. It's the same old bullshit. Melanie, I mean, my girl drove past that. I went and drove past downtown. She saw the same license plate at theirs. I saw the same license plates at ours. And I'm telling you, it's the same old shit.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
It's crazy. So
It-
now
It's obviously organized.
Now
Obviously organized.
we have proof that this is all funded and backed by communism. Watch this shit. And this is in New York City. This isn't in China. This isn't in Russia. This isn't in anywhere else. This is literally in New York City, where we just had Zoran Mamdani become mayor. So
Do you catch the fact that the little Luigi's wearing a red hat with? I mean, I know that's the hat that they wear on the actual video game.
Yeah,
But there's a lot of red. There's a lot of red and white going on in that picture.
right. Especially with Mario.
Class revolution!
Solution. There is only one solution. Communist revolution.
Communist revolution!
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution! Communist revolution!
Yeah, communism is gonna win, baby. Yeah. Everybody's does.
Down their occupation! Down their occupation! Hands off the Middle East!
From the belly of the beast!
From the belly of the beast!
Hands off the Middle East!
Hands off the
Venezuela!
Hands off Venezuela!
Fucking jokers.
Hands off Cuba!
Think about this, Double D, right?
They're clowns.
Think about this.
All right.
What party are these people tied to?
Obviously, the Communist Party. But
No. In
here
America.
in America, they're definitely tied to the Democratic Party. This is today's Democratic Party. I know they don't want to admit it, and there's a lot of Democrats out there that won't believe it because they can't believe their own eyes because they only believe what CNN, MS Now, and all the other goofball liberal networks tell them. But these people are literally walking down New York's Times Square screaming,
So-
there is only one solution, a communist
Revolution.
time for a communist revolution.
So,
Well, I have a little slogan for them too. There was only one solution, M240s in the Constitution.
well, here was my point, okay? Don't communists basically have dictators?
Well, yeah. I mean, essentially, because that's the only way it'll work.
Isn't a
I mean-
dictator isn't the dictator the same thing as a king? They call They call Donald Trump a dictator. And they
Yes,
also
they do.
call him a king. Because they
Yes,
call him a
they do.
dictator, they call him a king because they think he wants to be a ruler. Communism have dictators as their leaders.
I mean, these are the same
I'm just
people.
like, do you get where I'm going? Does this make
Yeah.
any sense? Like,
Not at all, dude. That's
The-
my point.
communists
None of it makes any
love
sense.
kings. Communists love kings. What you don't? So you're saying Donald Trump's a king, but he's not the king that you like, is what you're saying.
Well, he's the king of capitalism. He's the king of real estate. He's the king of the art of the deal.
He's
But
the king.
That's
Of,
not what they want.
he's the
They
king.
want
Of,
to.
he's the king of
they want-
TDS in their minds.
Yeah, what these people want is someone like Kim Jong-un, who won by 99.9% in his election. Why is that? Because if you voted against him, you were going to get killed. That's why. This is what these people want. And then the funny thing about it is they're sitting here protesting, saying this is what they want. But in every other country where this has happened, the people have regretted it and are thanking Jesus above that Donald Trump was snatching up their dictators in the middle of the night.
Right.
So, all it is the Democrat Party just wants to bring America down. That's all it is. This is all about destroying America. And you know what? It's going to backfire.
Yeah.
It is going to backfire because while they're having their revolution, we really will be using M240s and the Constitution. And you know what? They're not going to win. They think that they could have New York. You could have it. Have New York. All the money's leaving New York anyway. Who gives a shit? Have a bunch of empty skyscrapers. Before you know it, you're going to have 12 million starving people in one little tiny island because communism doesn't bring wealth. Communism doesn't bring success, and communism starves people. And all 12 million of those idiots will one day be starving, begging for our Ohio farmers to bail them out. And I personally say, fuck them. Who cares?
So if the communists don't want wars, why aren't they over there talking to Vladimir Putin about wars right now?
Well, Vladimir is not a communist anymore.
But it's a communist
Let's
country.
be honest.
It's a communist country still.
Theoretically, yeah.
Yeah, so
It is
I mean,
theoretically.
but that's my point. They're not over there saying nothing about that. Nothing.
Oh, of course not, because that would be
my point.
doesn't fit the narrative.
Double D. My point being is we're not a communist country, so don't bring your communist shit over here. If you're worried about wars and communism, go to a communist country that's in the middle of a war. Don't fucking bring that shit to America. That's my point. It doesn't make any sense what these people are doing, what they're protesting, and what their whole fucking initiative is. I just don't get it. I don't.
Well, I actually totally get it. We have an 89-year-old spoiled child who used to have $30 billion, but now only has $8 billion left. And he has a pretty much an ignorant dipshit for a son. So he doesn't want to leave him that $8 billion. So just like he destroyed the Bank of England back in the 40s,
Yep.
just like he cheated his own people out of their homes and properties during World War II. At the end of World War II, of course, he was only 15, which is why he didn't go to prison with the rest of them. George Soros is the criminal behind all of this.
Yeah. And
let's call it what it is. He's just an overgrown, spoiled dipshit who really just wants to wreak chaos and havoc everywhere he goes. And he came to America, and the Democratic Party jumped on their knees and started blowing him as hard as they could so that he could destroy this country for them and fund it at the same time.
So I think that's
why do you think people like Chuck Schumer and AOC are multimillionaires and they're useless as tits on a bull?
I think that's what it is. I think that they want their King George Soros to be in play. I think that's what it is.
That's all it is.
They want their king.
They want King George.
They want King George.
They want King George. They want King George.
Yeah, that's what it is. Any final thoughts? I feel like we covered it.
My final thoughts is these people are fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we've got a bunch of crazies, and the TDS. I mean, obviously Fetterman said it best. The Democratic Party is controlled by TDS.
Yeah,
it's as simple as that. It's nothing
true.
else, nothing more, nothing less. It is what it is. They're idiots. I'm not saying all Democrats are idiots, but if you're voting for the people who support this, that means you yourself may not be a complete moron because you may not understand, but you are supporting idiots, which vicariously makes you a fucking idiot.
My final take is Democrats are communists.
Oh, there's no question about it.
Yeah,
there's no doubt
Democrats
about it.
Are communists.
This weekend showed us the true colors of the Democratic Party, and I would hope that some of the moderate Democrats will step back and be like, we can't do this, but they're not going to do it because they're too chicken shit.
Yep, I don't disagree at all. Well, on that note, we're going to end it. I just want to thank Double D, my friends and family, and most importantly, God, because without him, none of this is possible.
And as always, Bird, thanks for making the show happen every time as you do. Audience, thanks for sticking around. You're the reason we're the reason. Most importantly, I'd like to thank my Lord Savior and my true King, Jesus Christ. I'd also like to thank the King of all trolls, Alex Stein, for giving us that video to use today. That was awesome. But most importantly, y'all, have a good night. And I don't know what else to say. That's it. It is what it is. Good night, y'all.
All right, everybody. Have a good one. Peace.